Good morning. Today is May 18th of 25. This is Wake Up Hair. I can't get it to part right or I don't, anyways, it doesn't matter. So there's many things I'm reflecting on this morning as I sit outside and have my coffee. But yesterday I came out of work and on my keychain I had this thing that my ex-spouse had given me maybe 12 years ago. It was a little Winnie the Pooh with a honey pot in a separate thing. So it was a Winnie the Pooh and then a honey pot. And I think I looked at it like after I separated, got divorced, and I was like, oh, I mean, it's cute. I'll keep it, whatever. Forgot all about it. And yesterday I opened my car door and I see it's like, I mean, literally the metal loop was ripped. I didn't drop my keys. I didn't yank them from somewhere. There's no reason for it to be ripped in such a fashion. And then I looked on the key and the honey pot was still there. Which is really interesting. I just now, you saw it live, linked it. There was a Winnie the Pooh on TikTok that says, phrasing talks about bitch and like just these, all right, bitch, you want to be blah, blah, blah. I don't know who the person is that created these Winnie the Pooh things, but that showed up first and then the keychain ripped. I videoed it and of course sent it to Nikki because like, why not? And then that, after I talked to Nikki last night, I was like, I was telling her that things that happens with a lot of things energetically that are no longer mine. And it's interesting that I have a piece of furniture in my house that has been breaking. I fixed it once, and the drawer broke again. The wood split on one side, so I glued it with wood glue, and then it broke again. On the other side, I was like, fuck, I should have like totally glued in the other side, but I thought the other side was solid, right, with the cam bolt and all that and the wooden dowels. So I took the fucking drawer apart and I super glued it and it seems to be holding now. That was just another example. Another example is I used to work at a grocery store many years ago as a cashier, among other things. And this woman came in and she had this incredibly beautiful, like, strung necklace, like beads with this heart on it. It was like that. It was a pretty good sized heart, a red one. And I commented on it like one day how beautiful it was, and she took it off and gave it to me, and I thought it was the sweetest thing, and I appreciated it, and I loved it, and I wore it like every day, I think, from that point on. And one day I was at work and it broke, and I just knew energetically that had served its purpose. I did save it for a while because I was going to get it restrung, but I knew it was over. So it's just weird how things like that happen. Yeah, so I mean, if this couch fucking falls apart on me, that would be a humongous sign for me. Or I don't know. But energy is so weird. I don't know how that keychain ripped. Like I said, I didn't catch it on anything. For days, like I would remember like yanking on it, and that did not happen. I am curious if other people have situations where inanimate objects suddenly break without cause or reason, and what does that mean for you? You could tell I'm just waking up. I laid down for a long time last night. Man, I've been so tired. I went from working just a little bit to working more than a little bit. So my body's adjusting. And I actually did 5 milligram of gummy last night. And I slept so good. And I forgot what it was like to be stoned. I was like, Nikki, when were you here? Because that was the last time I was actually stoned, which was over a month. And it was okay. It wasn't like anything like raging great. I was on the phone with Nikki, and I was like fading. I was like in and out of sleep. And that brings me to another point that I'd like to discuss. You know that part where you're just falling asleep and then something wakes you up and you're like back into like consciousness. But that floating feeling, kind of like meditation, right? When you're just in that space of consciousness and you're not really in a body. um, it seems like when you're in that state, it's timeless, right? It seems like forever, eternity, or I want to say nothingness, but I mean, it's consciousness. Um, so when you're woken back into your body and awareness, it seems like it was forever, right? But in actuality, it could be seconds. Um, if you know, if not, it's not that long. Is my point. Um, so it's fascinating for me to think about that in correlation to linear time. I mean, because time is non-existent, right? We make it up here. Um, that's a whole nother story. We're not going to go there this morning. But it was just like super cool to like be in that floating moment. And yeah, so I am curious if other people experience that. And what do you think about that meaning? Um, when you're in that meditative state or that falling asleep state, um, how much time do you think like goes by? Or I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say. Nikki understood because she gets me. We're so much alike, so much alike. Um, I know other people experience this because I experienced it at the drumming circle. Um, and drumming and having my body took over the rhythm, and it was just flowing. Like my body was beating the drum, right? But I was not in my body. Which, you know, that's meditation, consciousness, and it's the most incredible thing. It's better than anything, better than any fucking drug, better than any, I mean, I don't know. I can't say. I mean, certain sexual acts you can be out of body for, like that. I mean, that's been my experience in the past. It's been a long time since I've experienced a sexual out of body experience. Um, okay. I'm gonna shift to the bird. Okay, so there was a situation that arose a few days ago, and um, somebody was talking to me, and it was an awkward situation. And then the fucking crow started going. And, you I know I'm connected to source, to spirit, to the earth. Um, but it was just really fascinating how the earth resonated in that moment in time. Um, so I'm done rambling. And I hope that you have a great day. And if you're going through anything, I just hang on. Things do shift, things do get better. Um, I guess you know what? I will speak about one thing. Maybe that's a separate video. That's a separate video. Okay. Um, if you're going through anything, hang on. I promise you, it does get better. Life does shift. Sometimes you got to put in the work, and blind faith for me is huge. I trust in the thing that I call God. I trust my spirit team. Everything is working out for my highest and greatest good. And if no one has told you that they love you, I love you and I believe in you.